What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another war recap video. OneHive Prime versus LP4 Hades. Range war that just finished the other day. It was 84 to 84. Great showing, great war by both sides. I did not get to participate to any of this count because I didn't clear anything. That's alright though. Definitely an off war. And some really good bases. Something you don't see every time. We have 90. The only victory was due to a percent tiebreaker, 95.1 to 94.3, and it really was. It was a great. For me, the story of the war wasn't about the family won, OneHive family, OneHive Prime won. It's more so of look how strong LP4 finished. And I'll explain that as we go into the replays here. Breakdowns were 2, 6, and 22, I believe is what it was. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. So LP4 did not double the top two 11s, and so you're wondering like, oh my gosh, they could have won. Absolutely, they could have won. We did double the top two, and won the percentage up top. As far as where that extra star was, for the Town Hall 10 game, they cleared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 of the 6, and we only cleared 2 of the 6. There's your and then all the 9s were broken down there. It's really all about the defenses here. 4 cracks at Princess Mommy, and only 2 at DAZ. 4 attempts at Guzar. And then you look at their side. We had just 2 attempts needed to double, 1 on L, and then a few like 3 on. 3 attempts on Lord Vicious and didn't bring that down. Really, look at how close these dips came. 2%, 4%. This is post update too, and so I'm gonna basically lead the replay with that. But you keep going down here, and you can see like there's 4 attempts done here. Freaking 24. I failed on that one. That's 5 attempts. 5 attempts on Surge, Sergeant. So I mean, it really was a great war. If you look at the last few events. We have OneHive completely done with 84%, 84 stars, no attacks left, with 15 minutes left in the war. You had LP4 with 4 attacks remaining, 2 of them of which are Town Hall 9s. We have Kabuto and Jacob taking on the responsibility of doubling Town Hall 10s for as much percent as they can. And that's not always a guarantee. However, these bases did have very exposed town halls, so I can see why they left them with what their game plan was. But you can take a look at this, and that's how close it was. I mean, I don't know how close Connor was, but if Connor doubled Princess Mommy, they win. So really great job, LP4. Great war. Enough said. Let's get down to the replays. Let's start with Princess Mommy. For this replay, we don't have the 6 elixir spell, but in another one I do have that replay. So Town Hall CC is not updated yet. We have Princess Mommy coming in here doing a bitch attack, 8 witches, 12 bowlers, more than likely more witches in the CC, as the magic count for witches seemed to be about 10. Just 2 bowlers on the sides here behind the cover of some golems to get that easy funnel. And it's okay to lose a bowler or 2. Out comes the Dragloon. We'll zoom in just a little bit here. You do want you want a few bowlers and witches to go on the outside. Probably like the combination is about 3 bowlers and 2 witches, which is a nice balance. In fact, that's actually what we're seeing here. But these bowlers right here left hanging up on the wall behind the warden, I don't know what they're doing. There's a jump right next to them. But they are just hell-bent on this archer tower. So they're going to beat through that lava wall come Helleth Half Fury to get it. Queen's all like, nah, bro, let me help you out. And they're like, oh, thanks. And then they're like, oh, but one dude's still going to beat on the wall before he decides to join up everybody else. Double jump, go down. Rages where they need to be. A scary moment with the Inferno Tower still left up with the way that the bowlers and everything parted. Go to ×2 because I got a few more replays to show you. But there's that scary moment. Once the entire core of the base is gutted, what's left remaining is a queen with the ability, who convincingly takes out that Infernal. But had that ability been burned accidentally or panicked at the beginning, I don't know if that would have made it through, you know? So, bitch attacks do works post-update. For ground attacks, you know, with the witches with the new buff to HP and DPS, you know, they weren't really broken before, so they're still very effective. The Lalos, Winterfell did Lalos on us, and they were nice. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more of those contents and the same level caliber of play. After the CWL takes a few week break here for the holidays. So we have yet another bitch attack, but with this one we have 6 elixir spells. So taking full CC is upgraded at this point, and we have DAZ taking advantage of asking for a max freeze in there. 3 jumps to rage, pretty standard for a bitch attack. Corner entry, which is wicked dangerous. That is probably one of the harder things to do. However, these camps here are inviting it. You know, those are natural funnel breakers. I believe they're 5x5s, 5x5 pace tiles. I don't even know this stuff off the top of my head, which is not good. Or 5x5, I believe. So, however, so the majority of his army does go in, has jumps in the right spots, rages in the right spot, and then freezing that back end. Inferno, which is what that extra spell count in the CC will do. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just going to be so overpowering. It's just going to be so easy now. I haven't seen that, and I'm not going to say that what we're looking at are flawless attacks. What I'm going to say is DAZ and Princess Mommy, they know how to attack. So when someone would exclaim or claim rather that now that you have an extra freeze, it's just going to be so easy now, I don't see that, and I'm not of that opinion. I think it does get easier, but as you go to +2, there's not at the end of this, and I watched this live. There is a troll Tesla at the top, but this was a struggle. There's 1 witch left and a AQ and warden left, and remind you, this had 6 spells. Maybe the plan wasn't the best. I'm not trying to say that there's not a better way to do this that would overpower the base with the 6 elixir spells. What I'm saying is, I don't believe the hype. And this is coming from someone, as we go to +2, was a really nice cleanup on this, or at least a dip down on this to get that 3. I am of the opinion that I'm not believing the hype that Town Hall 10 game is broke, that the extra spell is just going to be so easy. I think it's going to definitely help out, and we're going to see a lot of increase in the 3-star percentages of those. But I still think it's going to be just as hard. Not just as hard. It's still going to be a chore or a task. Nice job, DAZ. We'll back out of here. Let's go down to... I did not see any 10v10 3s this war, unfortunately. What did I write down on this? 3, 4, and then down to 18. We have Aaron. That's what I like to call him. Or Ladasha, spelled L-A. Yeah, I bet you guys don't know what show that is, but if you do, put it in the comments. So we have Aaron. It still cracks me up. Doing a stone hobo. Kind of a walking golem here to get rid of that first exposed mortar. Gets the lure with it, sacrifices a wizard, but the royals are close behind and a poison goes down, so they will handedly take care of the CC on this. And for the sake of time, I'm going to go to ×2 because I have 2 others I want to show. Bowler's walk, queen walk, so it does not go according to plan. This queen is still beating on the lava wall. However, with the 2 golems escorting the BK and 2 bowlers up to the queen, the main objective of getting the queen is done because we are doing a hog attack. Queen turns into a cleanup, best troop on the map for cleanup, with ability in hand, and he still had a lot of hogs to help take care of the surrounding defenses with a heal to sustain them. So even though it did not go according to plan, nice job by Aaron not freaking out and making sticking to his plan, because at the end of the day, he didn't quite need the queen to get the enemy queen. The BK behind that escorted golems is what allowed him to get that. So nice job. Go to ×4. Let's go down to number 17 next, so that we can unleash the fury. 17 up to 17. Unleash the fury. My kid loves toys that make noise, like everybody's kid. Suicide Royal, Zapquake, Lalo. I'll tell you what, when I do this army composition, I love using my baby dragon to help take out the here it goes right here. I love this part right here. So not only is she distracted by the baby dragon, but a considerable amount of her health is taken down with the barbarians that distract her. So now he's got the main objective completed with of the queen going down, but with abilities still in hand, so he gets a lot of value. Zaps the middle air defense, which was the obvious target. Nothing in the CC coming out. You do want to try to see what's in there to pull it out somehow, some way. But this is a cleanup attack, so he didn't care. And he knew it was a hound, which, in my opinion, if there's a hound in a CC and your air defenses are laid out like this, I am doing this attack to you. I 100% doing this attack to you. This is probably my new Flavor Flav of the month, I would say. I still love the Grundinator attack. I still love Gohos and Hobos. But this attack right here is so much fun to do. And the hit rate on it, on the right base, you know, accounting for the CC, make sure you get the AQ or else it fails. Usually falls flat on its face. The hit rate is pretty ridiculous. So just a congregation of hounds waiting at the air defense. Very patient on the time. Stu has 2 poisons. Maybe this was a fresh hit. Maybe it was because he brought 2 poisons, and I'm not sure what he intended to use them on. Had this been a cleanup and he knew it was a hound in the CC, I would have brought more haste. So I'm actually going to go double check to see if this was fresh or not. Go to times 2. Look at all these loons up and a Stu hound up. He's got cleanup troops everywhere still. He brought 2 minions for himself to help clean up the surrounding edges. I love this attack for air. This attack really has, at least the update I should say, because this attack existed before the update, but this update really rekindled my love for a Lalo. I haven't done one in a long time. Let's take a look. Nice job, Fury. Let's take a look to see if that was fresh or not, because I know he did get it. That was a fresh hit. Oh my god. Jesus. Going down to 21. Jeez. Wow. We'll end this video out with Querity. Gonna do more loons. There was so many loon attacks this war. This is a fresh hit. If you were on the Twitch stream of the first few attacks, you would have heard Querity, myself, and Goat discussing this base about where we feel Teslas were. We had anticipated, this is a fresh hit, we had anticipated that they could be by the just in between the BK and CC, or just above the CC and below the Town Hall. I didn't think there was going to be a farm of 4 of them everywhere. I thought they would be split 2 and 2, which they were. The other 2 are going to be down by the Wizard Tower, which I thought was the best place for a farm. But splitting them out 2 and 2 was also a great idea, Kabuto. So this base was fun to look at. Shattered entry to get 2 air defenses and a CC and a sweeper, which would leave a lot to be as we have both bows set to ground, and the sweeper pointing in the away from the direction of which you'd come with your loons and your Lalo portion, which is basically from the 3 o'clock position and working it clockwise, which is what he's doing. I would have dragged it across this Town Hall just because it is a fresh hit. You don't know if there's Teslas pop there. Be nice to see that. Given your queen is heading that direction. But look at the patience that he has observed on his Lalo portion here. You know, he's got haste in the right area. He's got 1 hound left. And he puts heal in the right spot. You know, he had to heal just in case that they were going to zoom across a Tesla farm in the areas that they could have, that they would be away from the tankage or time that the hound would allow them should the hound like go to an air defense that's not being covered by the Tesla farm spot, which is why base builders don't do that on purpose. It's very effective to be anti-loon. Really nice Lalo portion on this, man. Good scout. Good plans for a fresh hit on this. Really enjoyed it, and watching it live too on the stream. So that'll be it for the recap of LP4 Hades versus OneHive Prime. Shout out and respect out to LP4 Hades, part of the Lost Phoenix family. Check them out. That to end this note, we did match potluck, random spin. The breakdown was to a 6 again, and then 22. Really looking forward to this war against USA Adults. They have a great record. You know, 276 win. That is no small feat to accomplish. So this war kicks off tonight. There's no way I'm doing the live attacks for the first few wars again. It's a school night for me, man, and I got to go to work the next day. This is just not going to happen. However, just wanted to say that's going on. I'm looking forward to recapping this. Should be yet another good one. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I'll check you next time.